This is the future.
So how do you even consider something meta in Warframe? The simplest answer to that is if it's popular. If it's used by many, then it is considered meta. If it's the most popular Warframe in a specific mission, then it is meta. But if it can do almost all farming in the game, it is super meta. A prime example would be Wukong. The Monkey King has been dubbed by many as the best Warframe for years now because of how useful he is in lots of missions in the game. Spy mission becomes a breeze. Capture, sabotage, and even rescue missions are easy speed run for the Warframe. And also, he can be used in survival runs or any high content, even in Kuva Leech hunting and Sisters of Parvos, and any missions that you can think of. Why? It is because his kit is built differently from other Warframes. He got speed, survivability, utility, and the ability to combine a combo that creates a wonderful DPS with a weapon. Overall, Wukong is the top Warframe because it allows players to make an easy game super easy. And in my opinion, that is the top criterion of how a Warframe is considered meta in the game. Right now, after the Veilbreaker update, new meta has been formed, and honestly, this is the most fun time I have had with the Pixie Queen Warframe, Titania. This Warframe is an all-around speed farmer right now when you subsume the Null Star ability on her, and take advantage of the Neutron Star augment that allows you to recast and disperse all your charges to seek out enemies, and even breakable items in the field. The best part about this is you can use it while Titania is on her Razor Wing form, allowing you to travel from one place to another faster. It's like Wukong, but can do other stuff. With a Neutron Star Titania, you can speedrun low to mid-level exterminate mission, and this is best applied in Fisher missions. In about 1 minute or less, you can crack the relic and exterminate all the enemies in the mission. In my opinion, Titania is the fastest prime parts farming Warframe right now, and you can use her when farming Revenant Prime, Phantasma Prime, and the Tatsu Prime, which are slated for release tomorrow. It's also a great tool for finding medallions, and best of all, those void pinions in the Halako Perimeter Exterminate mission. By adding a loot radar mod, and a decent build for a Neutron Star Titania, which we will discuss later, you can exterminate enemies and break crates at the same time, allowing you to identify those void pinions easily on the map with the loot detector mod. Just a note, some enemies will be hard to kill with a Neutron Star, like those thralls, but remember, you can always use Titania's Dex Pixia to kill those types of units and of course, finish them off with your Operator Void Beam. From 12 to 15 minutes of farming those void pinions alone, Neutron Star Titania can cut down the time of completion to 5 to 8 minutes with this method. Why even farm void pinions? Well, you never know if they will release yet another in-canon weapon soon, or you'll never know if Digital Extremes will tie in the Chrysalis to the next big update, which is the Duviri Paradox. If you just started farming the stuff in the Zariman, then this is the best time to do it with this Warframe. Lastly, Neutron Titania can also be used in farming lots of resources in open world areas. For a guy like me that spends a lot of resources in the Helminth system, it's a must for me to farm resources so I can continue with the Helminth combos and even on the Argent Shards system. Most of the materials I farmed are from Steel Path, Railjack, and open world areas, and I'm glad that Neutron Star Titania can make farming super easy. All you need is fly around in open world areas and then blast those breakable items by spamming the Neutron Star ability. The good thing is, open world areas usually have lots of energy drops, so, if you have an arcane energize on hand, you can continue flying around the area and collect all the resources. Then, if you are finished, you can just go into the open world hub, and return to the open world area again. It's also good to use in Deimos bounties and collect those mother tokens that you need for the upcoming return of Knights of Naboris. By the way, do you like the fact that Knights of Naboris event is returning? Or you would rather have an event that actually lets you play an event, if you know what I mean? Let me know in the comment section below, but for now, let me give you my version of a Neutron Star Titania setup. There's no secret to it, just go build for lots of range, some power strength, and duration, and then go for loot radar mods if you are planning to use this for farming resources, medallions, or void blooms. I did add Mult Augmented on this one for extra damage on the Neutron Star ability, plus the Archon Vitality mod for more. Then, I put all the Archon shards I collected from the Archon hunt into this Titania build. Most of the Argent shards I have put into Titania are energy and energy efficiency, then I added duration for energy conservation also. Well, you can say it's all about energy overall, since we will just be using this on low to mid-level farming. In case you want some help with the Dex Pixia build, I have the usual galvanized setup with this, but since it's a low to mid-level farming, it is not needed. With this build, I can easily kill those enemies that don't get burnt fast by neutron star, but it's slow in fire rate, so I best advise that you removed one mod depending on your preference, and add fire rate if you don't like a slow Dex Pixia. Is this broken? No, I think this is not broken because new players can't take advantage on it. This setup is most likely for those players who already have hundreds and thousands of hours in the game, and farmed lots of stuff that they can burn their resources in the Helminth system and fight those archons, and of course, have arcane energize. To make this speed farming Titania build viable, one must have enough energy to finish the mission, and if not, then it's all about wasting tons of energy pads sometimes. Right now, this is the most fun and useful build we can use with Titania, and this makes the Warframe popular. We did discuss that you can use Titania also in Archon hunts, specifically in defense type missions like mobile defense and interception. I consider her as one of the most meta Warframes in Archon hunts, and I think she becomes better with this neutron star, as it added another layer of usefulness to the Warframe.